DayZ is a realistic zombie survival mod for Arma 2. You must survive on a 23 square kilometer island known as Chernarus. When you first start, you spawn along the shore of the island, and you have no weapons, only painkillers and a bandage. As you can see, I found myself a Makarov pistol and a double-barrel shotgun. When I crouch run on grass, you can see I only have one bar beside the ear icon. When I crouch run on dirt or gravel, it goes up to 2. If I start sprinting, it goes up to 3. If there's nearby zombies and you're sprinting, they'll definitely hear you, so you usually want to keep quiet when there's zombies around. The best way to find loot is to find out where you are using a road sign, and then going online and looking at a map. I know already that I'm at this barn here, right beside Electro. Electro is one of the 2 biggest cities. It's dangerous not only because of zombies, but because of other players too. Lots of people come here because it spawns good loot. After a while, your character will start to get hungry and thirsty. This is why it's important to keep moving and keep scavenging and looking for supplies. Ammo is scarce as well, and a lot of the times when you look in a building, there's nothing but empty tin cans. It's the apocalypse for sure. Well, it's time to head into Electro. The bigger the city, the more zombies, and like I said, people like to come here, so we might just get shot in the face. When zombies attack you, there's a chance that you'll start bleeding out. You'll have to bandage yourself to stop the bleeding, or you will bleed to death. Gunshots alert nearby zombies, but the Makarov pistol isn't too loud. This zombie dropped me a can of soda. Always good to have reserve. If you can manage to get a headshot, it almost always instantly kills the zombie. It's a good idea to try for it. Either I'm lagging pretty bad or the Makarov is a really terrible gun. Here we can hear gunshots, so we know another player is nearby. I didn't know it at the time, but I think it was actually me being shot at because you can hear a bullet hit the ground right beside me. When a player dies, their body leaves the sound of buzzing flies. I always get excited for the loot when I hear it. A little bit later, I find a Lee Enfield on this porch. Much better than my double barrel shotgun, with 10 bullets for each clip instead of 2 bullets for each barrel. Ooh, an M16. This is the first time I've ever found a gun this good, and I'm pretty excited to use it. Later on, I see 2 people exploring a church, and I decide I'm gonna celebrate finding my M16 by murdering them both. I kill one as they're exiting, and the other flees inside and hides in for a while. I wait for about 3 minutes while he has the door closed, and then I see the door open as I add to my murder count. As you can see, I'm driving a truck. It's not as easy as you might think to get a truck. How it happened, or the story of how it happened, is unfortunately just that, a story. Because I didn't get the footage of me actually stealing it, but I have the footage of me driving it around after and all the stuff in the back. It's just filled with guns and all sorts of great stuff. What happened was I had spawned, and all I had was a hatchet because I had only been playing for like 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden I hear like an engine. So I see a truck come rolling by, and there's 3 people around it, and they all stop in this area right here around these military tents, and they all just kind of like go in and look for loot. So I sneak up to the truck from the bushes, and I look in the back, and there's just all sorts of guns. So I help myself to an AK-47 with 3 clips and hop in the truck, and I drive off. I drove the truck way down to the next town and then went into the woods with it and just looked through all the stuff and geared myself up. Eventually I got bored, so I drove back to where they were, and that was a bad idea because they were waiting for me, so they killed me. That's what happens in DayZ. There's no law, so you'll get murdered or you'll get eaten. But that's why we love it.